What's next?
Medical issues. And I have a little article on that, so I'll be right back, people.
Okay. So if it's medical issues, how do you handle that? I mean, because you can't be heartless and cold-hearted and cold-blooded about that. Because if it's medical, you have to talk that out. You have to get seen, and we are by no means medical professionals. So let me get that part out in the open. We just talk about opinions and experiences. So we're not by no means are we giving medical advice. But however, if you think or suspect that there is a medical issue, maybe he doesn't get hard or he can't stay hard or whatever the case may be, definitely get that checked out. I know it's a touchy subject. It's a touchy issue to tackle because not all men are, willing to admit that the problem is them. But y'all men, go get checked out, please. Because can't help that, but there's help out there. So if you don't do anything about it, how are you going to know? How are you going to fix said problem?
I don't miss all you said. I want to hear it again if you don't mind.
I was basically just giving a little disclaimer that we are not medical professionals. We're not giving medical advice. We're just speaking on, experiences and giving our opinions.
Exactly.
Don't be coming at us.
I felt like I was freezing up, so I forgot. I normally directly connect to the internet. So if I was freezing up, y'all let me know, because it kept showing you freezing. I was like, it got to be me. And normally I don't have a
well, let me know too, because I usually turn my Wi-Fi off, and I forgot to do it this time. So if I freeze, we'll know.
That's why. Sorry, y'all. We were a little off this earlier, but we back at it now. I just had to make sure I was good to go, hunty. All right. So I have a couple of notes here about some things that could kind of cause a little dysfunction, a little issue when it comes to your medical. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up a little bit. They got some disorders and things that I didn't even know. Of course, when you don't have that issue, of course you wouldn't know about any of this. But one second here. A couple of disorders we have. 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that, people. Okay. So sexual dysfunctions. And it can be for men and women. So here's a couple of lists of some things. What are the types of sexual dysfunctions? There's a desire disorder, basically a lack of sexual desire and interest in sex. There are disorders where you just don't care for it. Arousal disorders, inability to become physically aroused or excited during sexual activity. So no matter what you do, how whatever you're trying to do, it's just nothing. Orgasm disorders. Did you even know that was a thing? But there is an orgasm disorder, delay or absence of orgasm climaxing, and pain disorders.
I've heard of that one.
Pain during intercourse. Let's see, what else? What are the symptoms? Inability to achieve and maintain an erection, absent or delayed ejaculation. In women, it's just basically unable to achieve orgasm. It doesn't have a vaginal lubrication during intercourse, and inability to relax the vaginal muscles enough to allow intercourse.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and there are some causes of this too. It can be psychological. These include work-related stress and anxiety, concern about sexual performance, marital or relationship problems, depression, feelings of guilt, concerns about body image, and the effects of a past sexual trauma. So that's kind of some things, and they say antidepressants can cause it too, because antidepressants are supposed to kind of calm you down, and sometimes they can just take all of your mood away. all your urges, all of that, you know. So high blood pressure. Some medications, diuretics and all of that, high blood pressure can cause some issues. And of course, hormones is probably one of the last ones. But yeah, there's quite a few things that can cause medical issues. So we joke and say, you know, if the box ain't right and all of that, but sometimes there is a sign, you know, a medically reason why that box or that, you know, you're not getting aroused, or old age, of course. Yeah.
And as you can see, those were issues that were not just directed at the men. Those were issues that the women deal with as well. So we're not just, it's the man's fault, it's the man's fault. We're not saying that. Because as you can see from the list that Maggie just read off, there are lots of issues that women deal with. So,
see, there's somebody that know a little something. My medication for anxiety used to cause an opposite effect of
flaccidity. I couldn't get an orgasm for shit.
Medicine.
Wait. Okay, so you were hard, but you couldn't orgasm? Is that what I'm understanding about that? Is that the effect that it had on you? Because flaccid is soft, so if it was the opposite of that, then you were hard, however, you couldn't orgasm. I guess that's what I'm understanding. That was suck, though.
This one right here about the female at my job that had a bad body odor to the point that she got written up and later fired about it. She finally confided in someone, and months later, that it was a medical issue.
Oh, damn.
Speaking for me, I would just encourage, be supportive to the point I would go with him. He's 12 years older, and I'm in my mind, I'm in my mid-40s. He's in his mid-50s. So 50s. Age.
So Shamika would be supportive. That's a good way to be.
Yeah. Yeah. You will walk. What did I walk into? Appreciate you watching, though. Go ahead and share it to your friends. We're just, look. This is Lush Exchange. This is what we do each and every Wednesday. We're just talking about the shenanigans. And of course, we're not just going to talk about eating boxes and all that kind of stuff without giving you a little some scientific or some facts behind it. So we learned something today. So yes, there are issues with medical, you know, problems that can cause erectile dysfunction, all of that. It's just, you know, sometimes you just, not even a pure romance item can help that. So sometimes not.